I thought I would go ahead and show a little bit of this because it's such a time-consuming part of it, but I haven't really shown any of it, which is putting it together and getting it ready to actually do the stitching. Right now, I just put together the front pocket onto the back panel, or the front panel, front pocket onto the front panel, and now I am clipping it very carefully to the bottom and the sides. And the thing is this front pocket is also gusseted, so you got to maintain that gusseted part. You got to keep all the layers nice and tight. Oh man, it's funny, I was in the zone actually, whatever that means. And then I was like, oh man, this is a really good part to show actually. But then of course I sort of get out of my rhythm, which is not a good thing to do when you're dealing with this. So I've made a lot of progress today actually. I have sewn the back bottom and both back sides. So it's quite good. I think I mentioned this before, but this really is, I mean, this is really as important as the sewing, of course. Getting this correct, I mean, is as important as it gets, basically. And you know, I'm doing this now like this, but I'm also going to I'll need to also add a oh my god, what do they call that? I can't remember that name. That's hilarious. Am I losing my mind? I think it's the video. I kind of blank out sometimes if I'm being watched, if I'm being recorded. I definitely do my best work when I'm not being watched. Of course, right now the only person that's watching me is me. My goodness, what is the name of that? The edging. Oh my god, it's crazy. Let's see. Let's see. That's hilarious. The second time today I've forgotten what it is. Oh, I think I'm going crazy. La-di-da-di-da. Binding. Binding. I guess this is what... How many hours today have I been doing this? I don't know. It's going pretty quick, actually. But, yeah. It's kind of the opposite of... I mean, again, talking about it. I'm not usually saying what that is, although I do know what that is. It's just I'm usually not saying it. I'm usually just doing it. It's funny, the last few projects I've had like this, I have said I was going to record them, and I had intention to do it, but you start, I get into like a tunnel vision when I'm sewing. When I'm doing the project, I get into a little bit of a tunnel vision to the point where I can't be interrupted. You know, even if Elsa comes out here, it's a little disruptive. And the video, having the video, especially the very first time I'm doing it like this, is disruptive. So I guess I'm gonna have to either learn to handle it or shut up or stop doing it or something. I feel like for me this does require all my attention. I need to be relaxed and not thinking in words. You know, it's like running. You know, when I'm running, I'm not thinking about running. I'm not trying to run, talking about it. I'm just doing it. So that's the story. So I even right now, I've got the recorder going. I'm recording this, but I don't want to feel rushed about it. So if I'm pausing to think and take my time, I can do that when I'm not recording, because it doesn't matter how long I take. I actually go over here and I do some push-ups, I do some stretching. I kind of like keep relaxed. I'm actually watching a really good movie right now. I've seen it before, the American Sniper. It's just a crazy movie. It makes me emotional, actually. It's just so intense and heavy and just, God. I brought that up right now because I'm just thinking, how I'm talking about the intensity of this, and and it's just like, oh, right, yeah, not really. But it's different. But yeah. War. I was just thinking how crazy is it that we sort of deny how important, or not important, but sort of what drives us all is this survival. And I was just thinking how all the countries have military to protect that ability to survive. Not as a human race, but as that specific culture. It's kind of wild how we don't eventually, or maybe we will, but it's kind of crazy how we haven't figured out how to all get along. As cliche and sort of funny as that sounds, it just is like, why? And you think, it's hard. Life is hard. it's not easy. And so, you know, and there's only so much resources and energy and food and all this effort that it takes to do everything. And so you have people that have and don't have, and some people that do are able to get more, and other people want to try to get it. You know, it's yeah. I guess it really is, in a lot of ways, the survival of whoever can survive. And we sort of know that, and so we protect it. We sort of try to protect it and say, no, we're going to be prepared and try to defend our ability to survive against our fellow people, which is just, it's crazy, because we're, you know, I don't know. And so, I mean, so if everybody's doing that, and the people that survive, I mean, they survive, does that mean that, you know, in the future it can be better, possibly? I don't know. We're all very divided. I think that it kind of, at that point, it sort of gets down to what we believe, isn't it? Even if we all could get along, we also have different beliefs. I believe this. I believe that. I was just watching it, and they were talking about, you know, the opponents, you know, are savages, and you know, and they're the good guys are have God on their side. And I was just thinking, you know, the savages also believe in God. So whose God is on whose side? It's, what a belief that is. Anyway, this is getting way, way, way off. So this is a far cry from bag making. Oh man. Anyway, I can't focus like this, talking and trying to do this. So I'm gonna go. What a nice progress, though. Really, I'm gonna finish this in about the same time as that bag. Probably take me about 30 hours total.